Hey, you guys. So, look, if you found your way here, it's not a coincidence. Tarot and Oracle are extremely sensitive to energy. Please overlook my nails too. I soaked them off because I was going to do a full set today to get ready for Christmas and all of the things to make myself look nice for my chaps. But I got pulled to do this reading, and I started doing the reading and realized that I wasn't even recording. I also did another reading before this one, you guys, but I got that pull that I needed to wait and upload it later. So I will upload it later, but it's already been done. Um, but anyway, so I'm doing this one and uploading this one first because that's what I just felt the strongest I needed to do. There's something about your past life that is affecting your current lifetime. And it involves healing. I've got two cards here of healing. I've also got here this loneliness. And when I was shuffling the cards during the beginning of the reading, when I thought that I was recording, I was picking up a message about a loss. So in a past lifetime, you suffered some sort of like a financial or material loss. This may have been like some sort of thievery, or a robbery. And you may have, unfortunately, like, for some of you, there's like this energy of losing your life due to some sort of like thievery. In fact, you may have even had like someone, like, there may have been like breaking and entering that may have happened, like somebody broke in and to steal from you, and you may have lost your life that way. So in this lifetime, you may have had to face like things being taken from you, some sort of loss, because there's a healing that needs to take place there in some form or fashion. But that's not for everyone. With the Archangel Raphael, in the book it says Raphael brings healing to your past life heartbreaks. And so there may even be, we have this longing for love. So in this lifetime there may be like this kind of searching for love, looking for love. Maybe you've kind of looked for love in all the wrong places, because I'm hearing that song, looking for love in all the wrong places, you know but anyways, so like at some time or another throughout the centuries, like, of course everyone has been hurt in love, but in the book it says many of us have lingering codes of fear of rejection, self-protection, and lack of trust. Such strong emotional energies from the past can create significant blocks to true love in this lifetime. There is a sense of loneliness, a longing. You may have even dedicated yourself to like higher education or schooling instead of love. But anyways, um, but anyways, Archangel Raphael is here to help change that for you in this lifetime, because in this past life there was like this longing, this desiring, this loneliness, that maybe even feeling left out. And so in this lifetime it's probably shown up for you as well, really feeling lonely, feeling unappreciated, or like just um suffering the loss of loved ones. And so Archangel Raphael is here in this lifetime to help heal you from losses in this lifetime, that is also going to be a part of a healing for you in previous lifetimes, that you have suffered this loneliness, this loss, this deep missing and longing for a person that you have lost. So if there has been that kind of loss in this lifetime, it is because there was a loss in a past life that you never healed from in that lifetime. So in this lifetime, you're meant to recover and heal from that sense of loneliness and longing for love, needing that appreciation, needing that love from a person that you lost, or just feeling this sense of loneliness in your life in some way, no matter what the reason is, and it's going to be different for each of you because this is collective. So like pay attention, like if you keep picking like critical or dismissive type people to come into your life, so like if you pick relationships that the person is very critical over you, or they're very dismissive of your wants, your needs, your desires, or like you may be like repeating old relationship patterns in this lifetime, whether it be like in a romantic relationship or with regards to friends or even family members. You may have those kind of karmic situations in this lifetime, and it's because like you're needing to learn that you don't have to settle for hurtful or absent people, because in a past life that's what you did. You settled for hurtful people. You settled for just whoever maybe even showed you a little bit of attention, or because you were longing for love. You were also in a past life, I'm getting for many of you that find this, you were chosen last. Like everyone had a partner, and you were like the odd one out that didn't have a partner, or like your partner would be with you but then would end up choosing someone else over you. So there may be a fear of like your person choosing someone else over you. I feel like the universe really wants you to know in this lifetime that you deserve so much better. So like you're being guided in this lifetime to really learn to speak up for yourself, to have that courage to make reasonable requests of the people that you have in your life. Like your romantic partners, your family members, your friends, even coworkers or bosses. You have the right to like stand up for yourself and to speak up for yourself. Um, and it's like you also deserve to be made a priority. And so in a past life, you weren't made a priority. You were put on the back burner. And so in this lifetime, that's another lesson that you're being taught in this lifetime, to learn to choose people to be in your life that make you just as much of a priority that you make them to be. Does that, what I'm saying? So like in the book it says Raphael can help you ignite your attraction resonance if you have been alone too long. So if you've been feeling alone, even in your relationships, even if you're in a relationship with someone, you may feel alone even when you're with them, or even when you're with other people. Maybe you just feel like you're alone, with a ton of people around, and they just don't resonate with your energy. And it's because those are karmic relationships, and those are karmic relationships because they're meant to teach you something from previous lifetimes. You settled for that in previous lifetimes, so they're coming into your life to see, are you going to settle for that, and are you going to learn, are you going to break these karmic patterns. And it's oftentimes that you will choose these karmic people even before birth. You will choose karmic family members because you're needing to learn something from those karmic family members on how to speak up for yourself, to speak, to speak up for your wants, your needs, your desires, or to break away and break away from those certain family members. Because that just because they're blood, that doesn't make them family, right? Not all the time. So like with Raphael, he is that miracle worker. So like if you've been like unlucky in love, or if you've been lonely in your relationships, or like with your friendships or just in life in general, you can actually call upon Archangel Raphael, because in a past life, I do feel like you were extremely stubborn and you didn't ask for help. You didn't ask your angels for help. You didn't ask for miracles and love because you didn't feel deserving of it. So in this lifetime, you're meant to heal. This is card number 19. And again, like, card number 19 does represent the Sun card in the major arcana. So this is finding clarity, you know, and really seeing the light, you know. And so, like, this is an energy of you really being true to yourself, you know, and connecting with that inner spirit. And it says in the book, this powerful angel can bring dynamic healing to physical issues as well. So, like, you can expect, like, miracles regarding your physical health. If you've been suffering from some sort of physical ailment, you certainly can reach out for help and expect that you deserve to be physically healed. You deserve it, because that is your God-given right as a physical manifestation of God. You have every right to live a healthy life, to be physically healed. I know I say this, you know, with a hurt tooth. And so, like, I feel like I'm totally resonating with this message as well. Like, we deserve to feel good in our bodies. We deserve that physical healing, you know? Also, too, in the book, we have the shaman right here, okay? We have the Archangel Raphael, then the education card came out, and then the shaman card came out. But in the book, it says, and if this card is near the shaman card, which it is over here, know that your intentions for health are being well supported. Call on these healers to help bring health, balance, and a deep sense of well-being. They are always here for you. So since Archangel Raphael is the angel of healing and love, he can bring healing to karmic relationships as well. So if there is, like, a karmic family member that you want to, like, heal that karmic relationship, like, that can be healed, you know, like, that there can be, like, just because they're a karmic partner, just because they're a karmic friend or a karmic family member or romantic partner, doesn't mean that, oh, well, they're karmic, I need to leave them alone. No, it's a karmic because there's a lesson, there's something that you didn't finish or heal from or learn from in a past life, and that needs to be learned in this lifetime. And maybe, just maybe, it involves a healing, and maybe, just maybe, it means because you need to ask for this healing, for a miracle, and expect it. You know, so you can ask for those relationships to be healed. It says, this is the central element of all attraction. When you truly care for yourself, the world and the people in it will care for you as well. So this is, like, you need to know that and love yourself, and know that you are so deserving of amazing things in your life, and love yourself so fiercely. And when you do, you will attract people who love you as well. It's not that you attract people that love you and then you love you. It's you love you first, and then you attract the people that will love you and support you. So meditating on your heart center, and feel Raphael bringing his brilliant love, light, and acceptance there. Visualize past life heartaches lifting away, and feel a cleansing, healing taking place. So you're going to affirm, divine love flows through me and radiates the beauty of my soul. It is safe and comfortable for me to love and be loved. It is so safe for you to love and be loved, and feel that healing energy enveloping you. enveloping your heart space, your heart center, healing your relationships. I do feel like there's also a karmic situation regarding like a parent-child situation, like a family, like some sort of sacred relationship, which would be like a parent-child, like that I feel like is the most sacred relationship there is. I feel like you all right, so with the education card, and it's card number 24, which would reduce to a 6, you have learned so much in past lives that now, like, that have acquired like a lot of wisdom, that you really are meant to share with the world. But you've had several past lives where you have prioritized your education, or education in general. Like there may have been, like, you may have been self-taught in some of your lives, or like you actually went to like some and did some sort of formal education, went to a university. But like, learning things and education may be very significant in some form or fashion in this lifetime, whether it's because you didn't get enough education, or you are just fascinated with, like, furthering your education. And that is because in a past life, several of your past lives, you have spent in education, learning, growing, familiarizing yourself with certain skills that you're attracted to. Just soaking up knowledge like a sponge is what I'm getting. Like you really just always really strived to learning, maybe even learning a lot about spirituality. In past lives, several past lives, you've spent with shaman, just soaking up knowledge and information that you would then go out and share into the world. And you are a healer. You have learned so much from different shamans in past lives about healing. And so I just heard healer, heal thyself. So those past lives have been what has been driving you in this lifetime. The past lives that you spent in higher education, or doing some sort of self-taught or self-education, has been what has been driving you in this lifetime. Shut up. In the book, it literally says, if this card is near the shaman card, again, another card near the shaman. Okay, it says, if this card is near the shaman card, your past educational pursuits were likely directed toward a healing profession. You may have went to like nursing school. You may have been in medical school, or like you did something like in the medical field in some way, or like you were, you did something regarding like maybe spiritual healing. But it's crazy that both these cards are like, if this card is near the shaman card, so you did something like a doctor, a nurse, maybe I don't know, so many different things, so many different professions. But like, I definitely feel like that's what has really compelled you to learn about like healing, spirituality, or anything regarding like the healthcare or Reiki or energy healing in this lifetime, because that's what you've done in numerous lifetimes. You've always done something in regards to healing in some way, whether or not it was a profession, or whether or not it was something that you've done, just on your own time. But I'm also getting that like maybe you were like compelled to like learn about like ways to express yourself that were very healing to you creatively, like music or any kind of art or like DIY, things like that. Maybe nails for some of you. Um, so like maybe in this lifetime you will be led to do something though where you're kind of getting a degree in it, or like you're getting some sort of certification, but with the passion and interest, like in a past life, your passion and interest involved, you know, education in some way, whether or not that was higher education, you know, formal education, or like spiritually speaking with the passions and interest. And when I first looked at this card, I thought this was like one of those art easels over here. So that's what I was getting when I was talking about the art or creativity. So like there's been like some sort of like spiritual practice that maybe you find interesting in this lifetime. And so you need to just allow yourself to learn, or even teach others, like being like a teacher, because it says learning and teaching. So like even teaching others, because in a past life, like you were the student, so now in this lifetime you're meant to like progress to the teacher. um but like you may have personal experiences or like some sort of talent that you really want to share with others, some sort of gift or wisdom or experience. You know, maybe even thinking about like writing a book, or like, you know, maybe you're a tarot card reader and you're meant to like teach others how to read tarot, or maybe you play the guitar and you're meant to like teach children how to play the guitar, you know, that type of energy. But I feel like you've had some difficulty in your past lives, regard like some sort of difficulty regarding education, either in this lifetime or past lives. So because this is collective, so like if you've had some sort of difficulty in this lifetime regarding education, it is directly related to a past life of yours. And so in this lifetime you're really meant um to maybe be self-taught, or you know, um get a GED, or like taking some sort of college courses, or even like connecting with like a shaman or a guru, or somebody like that that can help expand your mind in some way. So like maybe you hated school too. Some of you may have even hated school as a kid, and so like you didn't really achieve the success that you wanted in your education in this lifetime. So maybe I feel like for some of you, spirit's saying like don't let that stop you now. Like go back to school if that's what you want to do, or go get your GED. Like it's not too late. Or maybe you want to go get your master's, or you want to go on and do something else, and it's like you should go do it. You know, don't let that stop you. Go follow your passion, do something here that interests you. Don't let, because otherwise you're, you know, you're doomed to like repeating, come back and have to have to do all that all over again, you know, and end up maybe having to go back to college at like, you know, 60 or 70 years old. Whereas if you go and do it now, maybe you are 60 or 70 years old in this lifetime and you're meant to go back to school, and you may be thinking, you know, I'm 60 or 70 years old, I'm not going back to school. But spirit's like, you'll be so proud of yourself, and it'll be so good for your soul and for your next lifetime. You know, I feel like there's definitely been like feelings of unworthiness, or rejecting yourself, or feeling rejected by others for some of you regarding your level of education. And I feel you on that one, because you guys, I didn't finish school either, so that resonates with me. In the book, it says here, we often carry our favorite pastimes with us from life to life. Sometimes they show up as passing hobbies, sometimes as career choices. So there's some sort of interest that you have in this lifetime. Maybe it's music, maybe it's art, maybe it's healthcare, maybe it's spirituality, but there's something that you do in this lifetime, some sort of hobby or a career choice that was an interest in a past life. Like an interest in math and money would indicate that that you may have had a career as like an accountant in a past life, you know, things like that. So or like if you were a lawyer or like a police officer in a past life, you may be like obsessed with like true crime dramas now, you know, like that's that type of energy. So like some careers, like some career issues can carry negative energy. Like the repetition of your hobbies is usually driven by like a happy pastime that you long to repeat. It says, for example, a present love of ballroom dancing could be sourced in joyous memories of waltzing in a fancy dress, parties in sparkling candlelit ballrooms. A love of horseback riding can reach way back to past life jousting competitions. And your favorite horse now could have been your chosen steed in that time. Even seemingly modern sports like skiing, tennis, and bowling actually date back many hundreds, even thousands of years. Your present passions could also indicate countries where you lived during previous incarnations. If you love to ski, you likely had past lives in Nordic countries. And if you find yourself interested in history of certain places, you could have been an active part of the very history that fascinates you now. In fact, any place or type of environment that presently calls to you strongly indicates happy past life residencies or travels there. So like if you're obsessed with Ireland, like I am so obsessed with Ireland and ancient Egypt. I know I had a past life with both of those places. And I so would love to one day go to Ireland. So like I know, because I've read for myself, I know I've had a past life in Ireland. So like I feel like spirit wants you to, you know, reconnect with those roots, or just want, you know, that's just a message just to kind of assure you that whatever these hobbies or interests are that you have, it's because it relates to a past life. Like if you're a singer, then more than likely you were a famous singer in a past life. Also, you guys, if you're interested in your own personal private past life reading, please feel free to reach out to me. My info's in the description box. You can get your own personal private past life reading where it's not general. It's like, shh, Abby, where it's not like general. It's more specific for you and your specific situation. But I got to keep it general. Look, talking about Ireland, and there we have the Celtic. Look, I know that I had a love that didn't work out in Ireland. But show me collective spirit, the viewers that will come across this reading. Show me collectively. Show me clearly, spirit. Sorry about that, you guys. My little Abby girl was going off at absolutely nothing, so I had to stop the video. I'm so sorry, you guys. Thank you, Divine Source Energy, Divine Holy Spirit, Spirit Guides, Angels, Archangels, Ascendant Masters of Love and Light, Ancestors of the Highest Good, Angelic, Cosmic, Galactic, Celestial Beings, Higher Light Beings. Please come, look, lessons and blessings. That's what we were talking about from the beginning, at the beginning. Show me clearly, Spirit, what can you tell me? What else can you tell me about their past lives, Spirit? The arts. So like, okay, and the arts, and look, it's a guitar, and I literally was talking about a guitar. You may have been an orphan, like a guitar playing orphan in a past life, and connected with unrequited love, but there may have been like abandonment issues. So maybe you stayed in relationships because of abandonment issues, and so that would be something that would replay for you in this lifetime. But the arts, let me get a couple more cards out, but it's interesting that that would be the card to come out, the arts, with the, and then look, the scribe, writer, and I literally said something about writing a book. This could even be like I feel like you just kind of were connected to history. Maybe you even wrote about what was going on at the time, which would be history for us. I'm also too seeing a life before, a life after this lifetime. Like there's a life that you've already lived that is related to this lifetime in some way. I know that sounds weird, but there is like no time, but like that Spirit's showing me a life, the life that you're going to live after this one, but you've already lived it, but you lived it before this one. And so like you're getting a chance in this lifetime. I don't, and then we have this is Greek, Roman, and then look, medicine man or woman, and that's literally what we were picking up at the beginning. So the Spirit is here, in the cards are doing their thing, because the Archangel Raphael with the shaman and the education together, this is passions and interest. So some sort of interest that you have in this lifetime in medicine, or like in healing, in spirituality, in the arts, or like some sort of pastime, something that you do like artistically, or even if you don't think it's artistically, maybe you're into makeup, maybe you're into like interior design, maybe you're into music, but this would be like also pastimes for me personally as a reader that directly are linked to this past life that you spent time doing that thing. So like if you are, again, like if you're into like watching crime documentaries in a past lifetime, like you were in the police, or like you were a detective, like that type of energy. If you play the guitar now, you may have been like a very famous guitar playing singer, in a past life. But many of you, you were healers in a past life. Like you may have been like a doctor or a nurse in a past life, or like you were connected to the healthcare field. And so in this lifetime, you may not necessarily be a doctor or a nurse. Maybe you are, but you would be like capable of taking care of people, giving them advice on how to overcome certain ailments. Maybe even like you have like certain homeopathic remedies, things like that. Because in a past life, you were a medicine man or a medicine woman. You were a healer, a doctor, a nurse, you were in the medical field in some way. But you guys, I'm going to leave this here for you. Look, also too, I feel like many of you were connected to music in some form or fashion. You may have even wrote music, but music is very healing for you. So healing tunes, frequencies, and other forms of sound healing will benefit you greatly now. This will allow your vibration to tune into higher frequencies. Set aside time to unwind with sound. And that's also going to be very healing for your soul, because your soul needs a lot of healing from this past life that you went through as well. And then we have, your energy is extremely permeable and vulnerable. Be conscious of any dark entities or negative thoughts that can quickly send your vibration downhill. Protect and seal your aura at this time. So I'm going to leave that there, you guys, because I can hear my daughter pulling up, and I will see you guys later. Please don't forget to leave me a like and a comment. If make sure you're subscribed if you'd like to try to win the 2025 reading. And if you're interested in your own personal private reading, my info is always in the description box below this video. And the Divine in Me bows to the Divine in You. Namaste.